Lesson 12. We're going to start adding up decimals. I'm going to show you a couple different ways. The one thing to remember is that it's just like adding any whole number together. Alright, so if you know how to do 1 plus 3 or 13 plus 7, it's really the same thing. You just stack them on top of each other. You can say 3 plus 7 is equal to 10. You can carry a 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, so your answer is 20. Your decimals are going to work the same way. You just have to be very careful how you line up your place value spots. Make sure your ones are over top of the ones. Make sure your tenths are over top of the tenths. And if you have two decimals, then make sure the decimals line up. Kind of like this. 1.9 plus 3.6. Okay? So if I was going to add them up, I'm going to line them up just like that. So I have my tenths lined up, I got my decimals lined up, and I got my ones lined up. So now you can just say, what's 9 plus 6? It's 15, carry the 1. And then what's 1 plus 1? That's 2. And 2 plus 3 is 5. And what do I do with the decimal? Nothing fancy. Just drop a decimal straight down between the 5 and the 5, because that's where decimals go. You've lined them up properly, and the answer is 5.5. Okay? So I basically did what was down there. You could estimate as well. Alright, so let's just take a quick look at the estimating, how to do it using estimation. It's pretty simple. To estimate 3.6 and 1.9, we find whole numbers that are close to each decimal. So what they're saying is, up here in the cloud, 3.6 is closer to 4 than it is closer to 3, so you're going to choose 4. 1.9 is closer to 2 than it is to 1, so you're going to choose 2. Then you're going to add up your 4 plus 2 to get 6. So they're saying that 3.6 and 1.9 is about 6. That's not the real number. That's not the real answer. That's just your estimated answer. Okay? There's another method using base 10 blocks, which I really don't like, but I'm going to show you anyway. 3.6 plus 1.9. So we got to think of everything that we got here. So we've got 3 wholes plus 1 whole, and then we've got 6 tenths plus 9 tenths. So basically we got 15 tenths. If you think of it, 6 plus 9 is 15. So we got 15 tenths. Well, don't forget that if you have 10 of these 10s, 10 of these strips of 10, you've got 1, don't you? So there's actually 1 whole here. Every time you get 10 strips of 10, consider it to be 1 whole thing. So basically we got 4 1s now, and then we got 5 tenths. So 4.5 is your answer. So did I say 4? I meant 5. 5.5. So that's what they did here. They just took all the 1s. They took all 10 of the 10s and made 1 out of it, and then the leftover tenths, you got 5 of them, and you end up with 5 wholes and 5 tenths, 5.5.